Lena lands 70 miles southeast of Boston on a show that's just too damn early. We're ready to break some legs.
Good morning, Cape Cod, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Puerto Rico, China, you name it, anywhere you're watching. Welcome, ladies, to the Too Damn Whirly Show.
Oh, good morning.
My name is Fancy Shark Dicks.
And I am the sophisticated Shark Dicks.
And we have an episode for you. Let's start off with a bang.
Well, this is actually my cup of sophisticated Shark Dicks, so I can speak well and, beautiful.
And this is my British Posh Shark Dicks. It's a combination of shark fin soup and the testosterone and estrogen mixed from British people.
Creepy.
Oh, posh.
You got yourself a sophisticated cup of Shark Dicks right there.
I did. And
This is how I drink mine. Usually I have to have my pinky up because I'm so sophisticated and son.
And you sound like Leonardo
Just need a
DiCaprio
testicle
from Django.
on a little sandwich pick right there.
You know. Oh, yes. And then every time I drink this, it just sends me into a British posh fest.
A British Shark
Posh fest? What is that?
Perish the thought. Pardon me.
Did you just say powder your thought?
I said, I don't know what I just said.
Oh, don't powder your thought.
Oh, it's
Powder your thought with Shark
worry.
Dicks.
Oh, I say these Shark Dicks are quite wankers. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they wank you as they go down.
What did you put in my coffee? Did you just liquefy a British person and put it in there?
Actually, yes, but it was put through the juicer.
Oh, it's good. I'm taking another sip of my fancy Shark Dicks.
Well, he loves them. He's got all he can gulp.
Oi! Oi!
I wasn't sure if you were going to eat me just then or not.
Oi! Oi!
Boy, I was going to have a...
Oi! Bush!
Oi, laddie, what you doing?
British. It's British. We're not going Scottish on this one.
He is a British Shark Dick today.
So, anyways, I was gone for a whole week out of Cape Cod and spent the entire last week in a place that I never knew how to pronounce correctly up until this moment. I was in the Adirondacks in northern upstate New York. And
Adirondacks. He went to the Adirondacks.
I went to the Shark Dicks.
He went to the end of the Shark Dicks.
Adirondacks.
Adirondacks. I am going to a trip to the Adirondacks.
So I was
Adirondacks,
I will go around the Adirondacks.
I was in the Adirondacks.
You were in there. Okay.
I was attending a camp class. I got certified in aquatics as an aquatics director. And I'm going to be doing that this summer. Starting in July, I'm going to not be living at home. I'm going to be living in a little shack. Shack's not really... It's a cabin. It's a nice little establishment. And I'm going to be doing the typical, summer camp thing.
Oh, you wait.
I'm going to be the Bill Murray and the Meatballs.
Have you done that before, been at camps?
No.
Never?
Not until last week.
I actually have done that several times in my life, and we used to do it 3-4 weeks at a time. We used to go out. There was a place called Brentwood Camp. It was in New Hampshire. It was unbelievable.
New Hampshire.
If you looked in the far distance, you've seen the whole what was it called now? Oh, I'm gonna draw
White
a blank
Mountains?
No.
It wasn't the Adirondacks.
Mount Monadnock.
Mount Monadnock. I mean...
Well, it does go along with the dicks, so it's Mount Monadnock.
Watch your
can't
mouth.
stop saying phallic things after drinking this is the fancy Shark Dicks.
So this is what this fancy Shark Dick does. It makes your mouth dirty. Dirty mouth, drink it up. He just washed his face with sophisticated and/or fancy Shark Dicks.
Just fancy Shark Dicks all over my face.
He just put them all over his face.
Fancy.
He smells the sweat The testicular.
I mean, it smells like let's say
Sweat and testicular sweat.
So while I was on my way to New York, I found the most interesting city name that I've ever seen in my entire life. It is a town in New York called DeFreestville. That is DeFreestville. DeFreestville. It is DeFreestville around. Let me tell you something.
You know you want to go down there when you want to go butt naked down there Freedeville.
It's so free down here. I don't even need to wear clothes. It's DeFreestville.
Oh, you get the Freestville going.
Feel the wind, plank.
And how the wind comes up the back of your balls.
Is there also another town in New York called like the Poorestville or the Highestville?
Or Nancy Coke.
Or Nancy Coke.
Oh, is it Nancy Coke? Yes, that's Nancy Coke.
Nancy Coke.
DeFreestville.
It is DeFreestville, and I think the 2 Damn Early Show needs to go to DeFreestville just to say that we have been to DeFreestville.
I want to go to the nearest jail in DeFreestville and just go right against it.
Why are you guys locked up? It's DeFreestville.
I want to just go there.
What about Weedsport?
There is Weedsport too.
Weedsport?
Yeah, Weedsport.
Is that where it all comes in?
I don't know.
Go right to the nearest bone. So you got weed?
Are we talking? Hands you a cup of dandelions. Like, yeah, we got them. You can cook these.
He's like, yeah, we just picked them over the nearest field.
It's MLW, Major League Weed.
Major League Weeds.
Major League Weeds, huh?
Tonight on ESPN, we get to our coverage of the
MLW.
The MLW, Major League Weeds, coming straight from the top of the Adirondacks. We are surveying the growage now.
And yes, boy, is this
We are
sprouting
at
up.
the top of the Appalachians, and we are high squared.
And here we have coverage. Jeffrey is growing a nice, fine OG Kush. We were not expecting him to come this far into this term, but he is coming into the semifinals. And let me tell you, George, he's sticking right with it. He's got it all the way.
As he throws handfuls of Mary Jane's flowers out the windows.
DeFreestville.
To all have the freest flowers in the Freestville.
Do you think because it's named DeFreestville, it gets discounts at Weedsport?
You'd be like, I just want to know. I mean, I'm coming down to Weedsport from the Freestville. You give me a discount, though?
Yeah, I also, the funny thing is, involving camp, I was working with a bunch of other people who were gaining experience on it, and it was basically it was the most educational drowning I have ever received.
So that was your second baptism?
More like my 17th by the end of it.
Yeah, I'd say so, dragged on.
You would have to dive down, like, you would have to pretend you were a victim, so I'd be, like, down like this, or the worst one was the spinal. The spinal is where you're like this, and you're deep underwater. They have to dive down, grab you by the forearms, clamp you together, and then pull you up and swim you. And let me tell you something, there are 2 different ways that goes. 1, you come up fine, or 2, you both start drowning, because I tried to get someone up while doing that, and I started drowning below him while he was drowning above me. It was a 2-story drowning.
Well, hey, it's a good book.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how it ends.
Because it does. It does end.
It does end, but it ends.
It's one of them endings that you choose yourself. Yeah. Do you want to live or do you want to die?
Well, at that point, I wanted to let him go. Anyways, and then the other one where other people started to pick me up. I lost a lot of weight during camp. I'm actually a lot thinner than I used to be. And I started to sink like a brick. And I started causing other people to drown too, which caused me to drown. So I'm sitting there like I am just barely above the water. So I'm sitting there with my hands, and this was the universal sign that D needs more oxygen.
Oh, well, yeah.
You just see this, and my instructor's looking at my hands waving back and forth, and I'm like, help, help.
Why, you got bricks strapped to your feet?
I am the brick strapped to my feet.
Oh, no.
So that's how that happened. I got my certification. I got some stuff I gotta work on, but I am certified to save people, and I'm pretty good at it, so.
Certified Guard of Life.
Yep.
Shing.
I am the certified guard of life.
Shing.
So what have you been up to, Dahlia, since I haven't been here?
Work, and more work. Story of my life. But I'm building yards is what I do.
You know, you should really start thinking about a better story for your life. Well, what kind of British person did they grind up to put in my coffee for that one?
Stu.
Stu. They took Stu from out of his grave.
Yep,
and
Stu
dug him
is
up,
there.
Stewed him up and then put him in my coffee.
Yes, Stu on
Yes,
it for a
his
while,
name
fella.
is Blake Kensington.
His name is Blake Kensington.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's a fancy shark dick.
There you go, fella.
Oh, Paul, she was the fanciest shark dick.
Yes.
So let's. With all that being said, we're gonna get moving on here with some weird news. I got to tell you.
That's what I do. Can you see it? No.
Is it wearing a thong? Sexy
This
Doug
is
just
how I
nodded
wear my
yes, I'm
thong.
worried. You know, I'm really happy we haven't fired our intern yet.
Well, I'm glad too. Who is it now?
We haven't hired a new
Jiminy?
one.
Oh yeah, we haven't hired a new
We never hired a new one. Well, obviously we don't need one.
Yeah, I know. Well, Sexy Doug just took over all the things.
Well, he's just got the sickness coming out of him. They all hit on him, so they
Yeah.
just got to go.
So all we need is Sexy Doug.
Yeah.
That's just it. He's just too sexy.
He
for
just
the-
creates the atmosphere himself. It just loathes from him.
He's just too much.
Too sexy for my shit.
All we need is Sexy Doug.
All we need is Sexy Doug, and Sexy Doug is all you need.
He will give you all you need.
Insert sensual music here. Yeah. All you need is a cup of Joe and Sexy Doug to ease your mind and stimulate your senses. No copyright intended, Five Gum.
He will ease your mind and rub your behind.
And by the time you are done feeling your rump get the hump, you are going to have yourself a nice big old pair of pancakes waiting for you at the dinner table. Sexy Doug, a pimp who cares.
Don't forget your warm syrup.
It better not be one of them double stacks of waffles from Waffle House that went up in price. I want the good old-fashioned normal ones that were like under $5.
He wants his nice warm creamy syrup.
For $5.
Syrup isn't creamy. I hope it isn't.
His is.
Oh my.
My face, my pissy face.
Why did you piss on your face? Did you have an infection?
I don't know. In other news, a woman was drunk driving, but no DUI for a toy truck joyride. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, over in South Carolina, a woman who police says was driving drunk will not be cited with a DUI because her vehicle of choice was a toy truck. Now, how big?
wheel.
A big wheel. We don't know how big this wheel was, but apparently it was small enough to be considered not dangerous. News outlets quote police saying that instead of they charged the 25-year-old Megan Hallman with public intoxication. We can't get you for the vehicle, but you are too drunk to be out in public, girl. Your eye makeup is everywhere.
Let me tell you something. She was driving erratic all over the place on that Power Wheels.
Oh boy.
But see, you obviously, you know that they sat there thinking about it. They're like, well, what do we do about this?
She's getting away.
She's only going 5 miles an hour. I think we some time.
Could you imagine? She's getting away. Does that thing have a turbo power in it?
They say they spotted her cruising down the road in a Power Wheels electric toy truck after a caller reported a suspicious person on the street. Officers say she was riding about a mile, 1.5 kilometers from her home in Walhalla.
Walhalla. She
when
was
they
driving her
stopped
Power
her.
Wheels.
And first and foremost, if you drove that thing that far, how tiny is this girl? Because I remember my Power Wheels, once I reached 120 pounds, could not carry me.
So wait a minute, I gotta just make this straight. So she was driving her Power Wheels in Walhalla as she's singing, well, holla!
Well, holla, look at me in my Jeep. Yeah,
In my Jeep Power Wheel!
my Jeep Power Wheels. It's the same drunk woman that would sit in the shower and be like, I'm washing me and my clothes. With her clothes on.
She's like, I can't open the doors, but you can climb on in.
She came in through the bathroom window. Seriously, how many British people did you stick in that cup?
There's like 17 dicks in that cup.
Testicle.
There's a pile of them, actually. I mean, I had to stuff them in. I had to stuff them.
Just gonna continue.
I was punching the cup to get them in.
That's right. Drink it up. There you go.
I have finished my Weenie Hut Junior juice.
Well,
We're supposed to be doing a show here, and we're just goofing off and not even, like...
Isn't that what we always do? Isn't that the point of this show, nearly?
I guess it's the point of this show, yes, but like this time it's really off.
But you got to remember, it is too damn early.
It is too.
So
damn
I don't think people care as long as they're laughing and they're like, these people are nuts.
The moment you have to go and fill your lovely cup of coffee full of freaking British people disguised as fancy whale dicks, I think
Whale dicks?
officially had to.
We have whale dicks now? I thought they were
guess
shark
so.
dicks. They could be intermingled.
Oh, shark dicks. I'm sorry. Whale dicks.
Well, the whale dicks will be a little too big to get in the cup, though.
Shout out to all of my friends back over. Shout out to the whales. The part of the aquatics division had the catchiest name. We had, if I remember correctly, we had our friends Shane, Ricky. We called him Savage because his last name is Savage. Clayton, my buddy Clayton from Maine. He's a Mainer all the way through.
He's a maniac, right?
He's a maniac. And their team chant, they were the whales. So every time that they were like whales, they were like, and I bet some of them are going to be watching this and they're going to laugh their face off to know that I mentioned it on a podcast. So on the other end, we found a baby found dead near a park. Turns out to just be a really realistic doll.
So what you're saying is we have another case of body reported mannequin found?
Yes, we have another case of body reported mannequin found.
Oh my.
But not on Cape Cod.
Not on Cape Cod.
Nope. This was over in the good old New Yorkie. Horror and alarm of the discovery of what appeared to be a body of a dead baby at a New York City park turned into relief and probably some embarrassment Tuesday when the blue-skinned corpse was later revealed to be a realistic-looking doll.
A blue-skinned baby doll, though.
I've heard of blue bloods, but blue skin?
Blue-skinned baby dolls? What is it, an alien baby?
The Blue Man Group performed an abortion in the New York parks and decided to leave it there? It's a stillborn, we'll leave it.
You gotta imagine, it could have been an alien baby that could have, teleported it down to have some fun on the playground. Why can't it have fun?
Well, it didn't do a very good job because it's not real.
It didn't take his baby. It's Blue Baby.
Irresponsible alien parents, man.
Yep, they are serious.
I'm gonna form a lawsuit over this.
I'm gonna cut their telepathic voice down.
I'm gonna take all of their probes and I'm going to make sure that they have them inserted somewhere.
But keep reading. Do you see what it says?
Oh my
It says, at some point, though, a closer inspection showed the object in the grass was a doll of some sort.
Of some sort.
A theatrical prop with its skin apparently purposely colored to resemble decomposing skin. This is far more hardcore than
so it was a setup
just
to look like it.
You see, you say hardcore. I call theater kids that smoked a little too much ganja and got a little too drunk and decided it'd be fun to plant realistic blue dead-looking baby in a park.
Don't forget the meth.
Yes.
That's what made him do it, the meth.
Don't ever put theater people on drugs. They do some weird things, man.
Oh God, they do.
Leave the light bulbs alone. Meth does not taste good out of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a theater major, public service announcement: do not smoke meth out of light bulbs.
Public service announcement. Put down the light bulb. Get some help.
And step away from the meth rock. Put down the light bulb and step away from the meth rock.
Yeah, we will rock you into putting a dead baby-looking thing into the middle. My earpiece is all over the place. Ow, my freaking ear. Theater majors, stay away from drugs. It's already bad enough that you guys screw each other in the bottom pit while no one is looking. I am quoting from experience from when I was actually in college. I literally went down into the pit of the stage when I was in college in Minnesota and heard two lovely people just kind of getting the choke me, daddy.
They said all that?
I mean, don't forget they did that in high school too.
They did
She was
that in
saying
high
choke
school,
me in the
too?
middle of theatrical?
No, she wasn't. I don't remember them doing it in high school, but I'm not surprised either. Ew.
Any
Yeah,
place that
that's-
was fairly hidden, they were having it on.
I just pictured like the theater director going down there in a hazmat suit and like a
Damn it, you've left babies all over this place.
like a pressure washer full
Real
of
babies.
Lysol, just like,
Pollywog babies.
all right, it's clean for next year.
Pollywog babies, dead.
Pollywog, you want a cracker?
They were real babies. They weren't blue, make it look like
At
babies.
least they weren't blue.
They were in their pollywog form,
So,
all over the walls.
should we go to our next little bit? Should I show them the one that I found just kind of sitting around?
I think it's pretty relevant considering it like pot seems to be a theme this episode.
It is, yeah.
Like we
Oh, we
may as
definitely
well be
gotta-
waving a banner behind us that says, "Yes, we
Definitely.
cannabis."
Yes,
definitely
we
have to,
cannabis.
Football season when we leave this joint.
It's
gotta
football season, and I'm going in for a touchdown.
Doug, when we leave this joint.
I'm
It sounds so
gonna.
funny though.
I have given up all sort of substances, which is a very nice thing. But that being said, everybody around me hasn't, so it's a little interesting. So, anyways, this wonderful thing is from Vice. You guys might know Vice. If you have been on any sort of random Facebook video talking about any sort of random news article, you have heard of the article service known as Vice.com. But 74-year-old man accused of getting his entire church high on weed cookies. Yep, that's right. We finally went and we got high on the Lord for once. Oh,
Well, I bet you it was a Friday.
might have been Friday, unless it was a Tuesday. Getting high
Getting hot on Friday.
Tuesday.
Getting hot Tuesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, Tuesday.
So several congregants aged 12, 270, ended up in the local emergency room on that fateful day, complaining
Fateful.
of adverse effects from the cookies, which they reported as tasting unusually salty.
That wasn't salt. That was marijuana.
That wasn't weed.
That doesn't sound like weed. That sounds like bad baking. Anybody who knows how to make any sort of weedables knows that that is not how you do that.
Well, I mean, they're just lucky. I mean, they didn't get, someone did crush up some Viagra and put them in the cookies.
Oh, everybody's standing up straight for the Lord. Attention, tenant.
And you see the pastor. Can everybody put their third leg down?
Oh my goodness. That would be too much.
You guys are too erect. Sit down.
You guys are standing a little too erect. Could we take 5 minutes? I am experiencing some male excitement problems.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have 5 to 2 hours? 5 minutes or 2 hours to come down.
See, you say that, but now I'm also thinking about how many kids have run to the nurse. Well, actually, that sounds like an unwise decision, but I'll finish that. How many kids have run to the nurse's office in all of history trying to run away from an erection, like not knowing what it is, or maybe they're trying to hide it, something like that. That's probably the worst thing to do is to stand up and go somewhere else, I imagine, but
You can find a popcorn video.
you gotta imagine that's happened. Like, I don't know what's going on.
That is why sex education is an important curriculum in our schools. If our young boys don't understand why their pee-pee's getting long, then there's a problem. We're gonna have panicked children running down the hall going, "Ah!"
I still like my idea, though. As they walk into the church, they hand a popcorn container.
Oh, good lord. Good lord. There are just certain things that we shouldn't talk about, but we still do anyways. So,
Oh, my.
to clarify, the 70-year-old parishioner, identified only as Mr. Jones, is now accused of lacing the cookies with THC. Several congregants aged 12 to 70 ended up in the emergency room on that fateful day, complaining about the adverse effects, and Mr. Jones initially admitted to making the cookies, but denied adding any illegal substance to
I
them.
can't.
The police abandoned a warrant to search his home and found an orange pill bottle containing capsules of a brown, oily substance, aka Rick Simpson oil.
You know what I thought it was? I thought it was parsley. I wasn't trying to give him no grass.
Parsley ain't supposed to be brown, boy, and it ain't supposed to be oily.
I thought it was great.
No, it was brown. Brown, oily substance.
That's some bad stuff.
Which later was tested positive for marijuana.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting high on his own supply.
It says that we are praying for Mr. Jones. We are keeping in prayer those who took ill. Those who took ill.
He must have put a lot in there.
This is so
He-
Indiana.
He put like
We're
3
all
capsules.
sick on weed.
Y'all, we're sick on weed. We need to pray.
We need to
I
pray
was feeling
for them
good.
evil
Help
capsules.
cleanse me of sin.
Leading me to sin. I took the cookie and it led me to sin.
Oh, that's a funny looking cigarette.
Cigarette.
Oh,
in
you're
the sense of a
smoking some
cookie.
of them funny looking cigarettes.
Yeah, it's a circle of cookie. I eat it.
That smell kind of funny too. Smell like you're smoking a damn skunk.
I was eating myself a skunk.
You ate yourself a skunk and then you made it into a cigarette? That's gross.
And I made it into a cookie.
God dang it, Bobby. Put that weird funky smelling cigarette down.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I
go back to
smoked the
strict
devil's
propane, Dad.
lettuce.
Give me that.
Get away.
Oh, damn it, Bobby. You're smoking that devil's lettuce.
Come on, Dad. Luann gave me
Well,
it.
it looks like Mr. Jones is about to learn how the proverbial cookie crumbles. We can't make this stuff up. It's just too stupid sometimes. I'm telling you right now, this be how it do, and how it do is how it be. So, that would be our weird news, which means that it's about time that we move on to something else.
Bump.
And that is, of course,
Whoa.
our TDES Bumps, ladies and
TDES
gentlemen.
Bumps.
How can we forget about TDES Bumps?
Can't.
So we are welcoming back a very, very fond guest of ours, and that is Mastr SMOOV. It's Mastr SMOOV.
SMOO.
I was having a little bit of gastrointestinal British problems.
Oh, go easy,
So-
Smooth.
As such shall be, as I keep saying. But we are going to be posting ourselves along the likes of Mastr SMOOV, and this is his song, Do You, here on TDES Bumps. You are listening to and watching the Too Damn Early Show, and we will catch you in a little bit. See you later.
What a name. Sam Bright.
Sam Ibrait.
Hi, I am Sam Bright.
So I was just telling somebody the other day about how dumb I am. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm real dumb. I'm real dumb. You know what I mean? Like really dumb. Oh god, yeah, I'm real dumb too. Really dumb. You know, really dumb. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, really kind of dumb. Just a really dumb person. Oh yeah, that was totally what I was saying to him too. And I was like, I'm really dumb. I can't even remember the names. Like this one guy, he makes these pipes and like his name's something. I'm too dumb to remember it, and I was just so frustrated because I'm dumb. And he was like, "Yep, you're dumb." I'm like, yeah, you're dumb. I'm real dumb too. That's why we get along so well. Oh yeah, I bet that's true. Yeah, we're real dumb, aren't we? Oh yeah, we're real dumb. Dumb for sure.
Hello, Light. No. I can deal with it. It's fine.
Mastr SMOOV. One look and I was frozen. She so damn icy, grown in Minnesota. This shit was pricey. You got my nose up with that aroma, so sweet and spicy. Nightly, I lick it lightly and took it tightly. Probably overstuffed it slightly, but that's alright. I hit it twice and it was hitting nicely. But with my psyche, that girl is poison. My poison ivy, skin like soil, soul like seed, soaked in oil, golden leaves, rolled in peace. I French in hell, hint of your sin, then I'm caught in your spell. Blowing clouds, I kiss the sky. This feels like a different high. You got me floating off the ground, but I'm coming down when you ain't around. I'm wondering, do you now? Do you really love me, Mary Jane? Please don't play no games. Do you now? Do you really love me, Mary Jane? Take away my pain. Ow, baby. Yeah, this type of bud is like the answer to my prayers. Against this love, those other drugs just don't compare. I need that hot box, set me ablaze, heavenly haze. every session left me amazed. Cherish the days, took all my concentration. I'm hoping this resonates with you. How your flower fluorescent caught my gaze like constellations do. Sativa dreaming gave my life new meaning. Herbal remedies provide everything I've been needing. You the truth and breathing is believing. Probably think I'm vegan, all this garden I'm eating. I just gotta have some more. I abandon logic and reasoning. Higher we go and the vibe begins to deepen. The dosage was so damn potent, I'm probably overthinking things, but my spidey senses are tingling. I'm wondering, do you really love me, Mary Jane? 'Cause you're my favorite strain. Do you now? Do you really love me, Mary Jane?
And that was our TDES Bump. That is Do You question mark. That's specifically with a question mark. If you use an exclamation point, you might not find it. By Mastr SMOOV. Of course, we're always happy to hear Mastr SMOOV on our podcast, and I gotta say, it bumps.
I was just gonna say it, but you took it from me. It was bumping.
It does. It does bump. How many times are we gonna say that? We're gonna have to come up with a compilation of just how many times we're like it bumps, it does bump. We're gonna make a too damn early show song called "It Bumps."
It's gotta be. It's gotta happen.
It does bump, and we'll auto tune it. So it'll be like it bumps, it does bump, it bumps, it does bump, does bump, does bump, does bump, does bump, 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 bump.
He's going. He's on a roll. He's bumping. He's a bumping.
I gotta say, it does bump. Oh my gosh. But later on, in the meantime, you can go and check out Mastr SMOOV. That is Mastr SMOOV over on SoundCloud. And you can also check him out on YouTube and Facebook as well. Is he on YouTube? He's on YouTube, right? So you can check him out on all of those different platforms. He's a talented artist. He's a good friend. Give him some love. Show him some respect. He's a cool dude. He's one of the realest guys I've ever worked with on this show. And I gotta say, way to go to you, Mastr SMOOV, and all that you do. Thank you.
Do your smoothment.
Your smoothment.
Yeah.
We gotta get some smooth swag on the stage.
Well, possibly.
I'll talk to him. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll buy it myself if I have to.
Oh.
So, anyways, moving on.
To taking out the trash.
We're taking out the trash.
Yes, we are. We are taking out the trash. And now from AP News. Urn with man's ashes stolen after funeral.
Who steals ashes?
Boy, I tell you, that guy, boy, he must have some ashy skin.
Yeah. He's just
because he just wanted to take the ashes to make him ashy skin.
The key ingredient to my moisturizer is the ashes of dead people.
Yeah, so that guy is decomposing every day unless he pushes the ashes on his skin.
Yikes, that is a whole new level of ashy.
It kind of sounds like a really creepy Cowboy Bob. It puts the ashes on the skin. It puts the ashes in the basket.
Otherwise, it gets the hose again.
No hose. There goes all my ashes down the drain.
Specifically how the article is reading: a service for a 42-year-old Sam Brait, I might have pronounced that wrong, I apologize, Sam, to you from the grave, was held over the weekend at the Salvation Army in York. His cremins were divided into 3 urns, one of which was to go to his mother. Friend Sherry Ritz tells WGAL-TV that most people gathered in the back room after the funeral, and that's when the urn was stolen. Ritz.
Okay, so yes, the urn was stolen. It was left in the back room while the family gathered. That's when it was taken. It was taken by Ritz.
Well, no, it was
friend Sherry Ritz.
It was not Ritz necessarily who took it, but
No.
Ritz is asking who took it.
No, that's what I was saying. Ritz wants to know who took it. What a name.
Ritz Cracker wants the ash.
Yeah. Well, it's intriguing. They never found the urn.
I wouldn't fess up
that's
to that.
just, it is creepy. Someone's sitting there with the urn, you spread it all over their bed, laying in it. I mean,
It's
that's creepy.
mine. My
They even checked pawn
my
shops.
precious.
I wanted to see if my urn
Who would
was at the
sell
pawn
an
shop.
urn full of ash at a pawn? Human beings. Okay. Is it that common?
It is not common. No.
That's just.
But
crazy.
I just think it goes a little far when they said the police checked the nearest pawn shop for the urn. Why would a pawn shop buy urns?
Right. And wouldn't they check inside?
Creepy. Exactly.
Oh, it's just a collection of dust.
Oh, yes.
What should they do to turn their life around?
What should they do to turn their life around? I'll tell you, boy. They need to get real.
But how real are we talking here?
Talking about... This is a shame.
This is a shame.
I just can't think about it
'Cause-
because it's such a situation.
Especially considering the person involved got very real. Real dead.
Well, the person was definitely dead.
Yeah, cremation kind of solidifies any chance of coming back.
Yeah, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's just crazy. I mean, it was a Salvation Army at all places, though, too, on top of that.
Well, it was officially the Damnation Army after those urns were stolen.
Well, I mean, you would have thought there was a problem. I mean, it says it's from Pennsylvania, but imagine if it was Transylvania. You know who took the ashes.
Right.
It's Count Dracula.
I use it as a...
I use it when I bleed. I put the ashes on my skin to put the blood out.
Vampires use human asses as band-aids, apparently.
Yes, because, usually when I bleed, it comes really fast because, my blood pumps and, my heart goes a million.
That is only one way for us to stop the blood. We need to put
ashes,
ash on the blood. That's how we stay so pasty white.
Pasty, all right. They suck asses. Asses.
That's a little... I think it's a little too damn early to think about vampires
Sucking blood.
ass.
Or blood.
Or blood.
Ass. Either or.
Did it is.
Blood to the ass.
You went the high road, I went the down road. You went straight up to Boundary Waters, Canada. I went straight down to Texas.
Yeah, Texas, all right.
Well,
Texarkana.
as a wise man once said, if your mind goes south, go north.
Okay.
So, and that's just something that I can't really get why someone would steal ashes. I can only think back to a John Mulaney skit where he talked about a friend that would go through during parties and steal precious family photos, and the reason he did it is because it was the one thing you could never replace.
I actually think I know the reason why they took the ashes.
Why?
Because they spilled some oil when they were filling their car. They
They
had to sprinkle the ashes because they had to clean it up.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
Recycling.
I needed some
You had
cat
an
litter,
oil
but all
spill.
I had were human remains.
Well, the bones, it was okay. You had a little granules of bones. It helped,
A little bit of grit makes the oil.
Yeah, so you
go
didn't
down.
slip.
Oh my goodness, that's just bad.
Well, it's possible. I was just trying to help the person out. Maybe he had an oil spill.
See, I just had a simple theory of maybe somebody just has a collection of urns of dead people using the necromancy.
They sprinkle circles around them with their star, with their evil star, whatever they call it, pentagram.
I need to draw my Satan circles with dead body remains.
Yes, I love it. And then I roll in it.
And now,
Naked.
I will roll naked in human remains. The show is too damn early, and things got a little out of hand.
And that body in the cremation got really, really naked.
Well, you usually tend to be naked when you get burned alive.
Well,
or
I'm sorry to
dead.
report, everybody. There's no show today. We got a little out of hand this morning, and one thing led to another, and somebody was rolling naked in a pile of dead bodies. And, there's no show. I'm pretty sure we put 4 different companies out of business for even looking our direction or even saying our name. It's not good. Here's a picture of a bunny.
Insert picture of bunny here.
You have no face.
Bunnies.
You think of bunnies while they roll naked in the dead cremains. Cremains.
Bunnies.
I am bunnies.
Bunnies. Bunnies.
All bunnies for everyone if I become mayor.
All right. Have we redeemed ourselves enough to get on to CNN? But seriously, all I can think is some sort of juggalo thinking to myself is yeah, I listened to that ghostly rap. I need to wrap my blunts with human ash.
Posse.
Yeah, ICP. Oh.
I actually did know a lot of those.
Well, and
So
that
did I.
reminds me about the thing and what I remember about the thing.
He went.
He did go. Bye-bye.
Did go. More bunnies. 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 Bunnies.
Bunnies and sexy Doug's hair.
God, I hate you. I'm gonna have to find so many different open source pictures of rabbits. I'll just take my own, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
I've got enough.
And it's time for our game, and oh my gosh, it is so good to finally get back to this after all of these different tries
Definitely.
of really thinking about what we're gonna do. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to
Eat the onion. Or is the youngin' gonna eat us?
Well, I know it. Munching on that thing last time was hellfire, and I gotta say, any sort of romantic pursuit avoided me for at least 3 days as I smelled like Onion Man.
I'm telling you, I could not connect with my vampire girlfriend. She wouldn't come near me.
Baby, not tonight. We are going to have to wait until the onion goes away. Why do you do this to yourself, darling? You taste like bitter schnapps.
It's a bit of schnapps, all right.
So, Tony, could you explain the rules to the audience, please?
Yes, the rules for this particular game of We Eat the Onion, we will only have one onion per round, and you guys will have to find it. And you guys can agree or disagree on your choices, but whether or not you agree or disagree, obviously, one of you will lose that way, and whoever loses eats the onion.
Alrighty. I ate the onion last time we did this, so let's see if there's a different result this time.
I'd like to see Eat the Onion again.
I'd rather not eat an onion again, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. Alright, now that we have everything ready and in front of us, let's get started. Round 1.
Alright,
So,
we have
What do we
3
got?
articles. Round 1. A New Haven area babysitter spent over 3 hours getting 4-year-old to put pants back on. Firefighters
Okay.
lure baby ducks out of a drain using a YouTube video of a duck call. A bear enters a Montana home just for a nap.
well, judging on our record for random things just entering houses to do just normal stuff, I don't see why the bear would be one. I would have to say the onion here is New Haven area babysitter spends over 3 hours getting 4-year-olds to put pants back on. That's my guess.
I think as the firefighters lure baby ducks out of drain using YouTube video of a duck call.
All right, so what is the verdict?
The verdict is, Dean, you are correct.
Yeah! I knew it. Thank you, journalism background.
So 1 point on the board for Dwayne. That's 1 point closer to Onion.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, round 2. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Just saw the first one.
Round 2. A bulldog in Boston swallows 19 pacifiers. A Florida man
Oh, so
has
it's
his ear returned after police respond to his Facebook post. Whales eat krill because they are afraid of anything bigger.
What? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go with the whale.
I actually am also going with the whale.
Because like I can see a bulldog swallowing 19 pacifiers, but who in their right mind has 19 pacifiers? How many children do you have? Good lord. Ugh.
So we're going with...
Whales.
Whales are terrified of krill. That's why they scream.
Well, I hate to break this to you, but you're correct. So nobody gets an onion point.
Alrighty. Which brings us to round 3, right?
Round 3!
Let's bring it on. Ding,
This is
ding,
the
ding,
last
ding.
round, right?
Last round.
I know. I
Last
sound like
round.
a newbie. I just know it.
Last round.
I'm scared. This is the last round.
Hey! What are you doing?
I was
Are you
scared.
cheating?
No, I was. Whoa.
Yeah, you.
Who, me?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not actually cheating, but I thought it was funny.
Oh, you bastard. You're just a bastard.
See what he did?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Round 3. Where was I? Yeah.
Yep, I know. I can be a bit of a bastard, but before you bend me up too much about my regalia and all of the different things that I like to do with myself, all I have to do is say to this, you cannot do this to my reputation. Hashtag no touchy. Alright, round 3.
Round 3. Where did it go? Oh, yes. Round 3. 3 more articles. Only one is an onion. Miami residents
last one's
upset
not
with
funny.
smelly seaweed. Prodigy 6-year-old says he hopes it's not too late to switch from the career of an astronaut to a firefighter.
6 years old.
Man caught smuggling 34 finches and hair curlers through John F. Kennedy Airport.
I actually could see somebody doing that.
I could
Honest
too.
to God, I really could see somebody doing this because it's real so crazy.
I'm gonna go with Prodigy 6-year-old says he hopes it's not too late to switch from an astronaut to a firefighter, because I can picture Miami residents complaining about stupid stuff like, this seaweed smells like peeweed.
I'm gonna have to go with man caught with smuggling 34 finches and hair curlers through JFK.
Are we ready? Are we?
Be ready.
We are ready.
We
So-
ready.
Dean, you will
Yes.
not eat an onion.
Yay! Wait, I was right? Wow.
Yeah, because I suppose if you got that one wrong, and even if
Wait a minute,
Dwayne got it right, you both still would have eaten an onion, but there you go. Them's the bricks.
All according to plan.
You missed out on
I
this
don't mind a
last
nice
time.
big bite. I'll have heartburn for 16 weeks, but that's okay.
16 weeks.
Have I have heartburn for 16 weeks? I try ibuprofen, take no pain away. I try Motrin D, take no pain away. I try Maldol for cramps. Maldol no help with heartburn, but cramps are gone.
Oh no, you know what I do? I drink bleach.
I drink
Take it all
I
away.
drink
Take it all
bleach.
away. Quick burn and then nothing.
I drink bleach.
Yes, dearie, I drink my bleach.
No, you gotta drink bleach.
Drink bleach. Right next to my iron brew.
You gotta roll it and you drink bleach with brew.
Drink bleach with brew. Tell me something, is this bleach kosher?
The bleach is not kosher. And you know what? Tide Pods, Kay? Tide Pods? No. I drink liquid detergent like an adult.
Tide Pods are yummy.
Just be sure that you include a healthy diet of sarsaparilla with that iron and all of those chemicals that you keep drinking out of them cleaners.
No, borax.
Them cleaners really help me get regular.
I'd like to snort borax to counteract the soap I just foam at the mouth. They think I have rabies and they leave me alone.
I was just ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you regular?
Maybe.
Now your stomach, is it regular?
After all of the bleach, yes. It's so regular it doesn't work.
So you call it... So wait a second, you call it irregular.
I call it dead.
So someone needs to go and get the onions, so we will be right back.
Really wish.
Right, I wish I had an iron brew to wash it down.
I wish I did too, but it's expensive because we're
iron
in the
brew.
United States.
What does that stuff even taste like?
We have to get it.
We're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to import some iron.
Have you
brew.
had it?
No.
You have. Neither of you have
Have
had
you?
it.
You've had it.
See, I was trying to find Tizer, but I couldn't get any while I was out in England. But Iron Brew was friggin' everywhere.
You know what? We should check World Market.
We should
We
check.
never checked World Market.
They
'Cause it
actually, they
could
genuinely
have
might.
Iron.
I know what we're doing this week.
Because
Having some
actually,
Iron
Dean,
Brew.
I found Iron Brew at
that
Byerly's a
beer?
couple of times.
Is it beer?
No, it's soda, if I remember
Is it
correctly.
really? It's just soda?
It's just orange
He was
soda.
going wild
I mean, it
over
doesn't
soda.
taste like
I
orange,
can't.
but it's orange.
What does it taste like?
Iron.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like orange flavored iron.
It's difficult. I can't really pin a flavor on most like European or English soft drinks. Like,
You're making fun of my iron
the
brew.
Iron Brew's good. It's pretty friggin' great. It's
Right. Iron
Right.
brew.
We should do a segment called TDES Tries Memes. Oh boy.
here
Oh,
comes
boy.
the onion. Oh, it
Oh,
fell.
it's spilt on the table on a Tuesday or a Monday.
What is
or
that?
A Wednesday.
You know, I have to say one thing about this thing right here. This thing just got finger all over it.
Oh boy, there's a bleep waiting to happen.
What is on there?
I don't
Is
know.
that cinnamon or turmeric
Smells
or
good.
something?
We'll
That
find out.
smells
We'll
like-
find out in a minute. We'll find out.
It does smell like turmeric.
Well, bottoms up.
I think he's right.
One bite, make it sound squishy.
I gotta play with my food first.
Fly
I'm an
away.
onion.
Fly away. Hopefully the
Wherever
onions
it
will
goes, no
fly
one
away.
Onion copter.
Smell it.
Oh, don't smell it. That'll make it worse. Just
It won't make me worse. I don't even care about the thing.
I don't even really know it. It could be turmeric. It could be cinnamon. I don't know.
My onions bring all the gags to my mouth, and they're like,
oh my god, there he went. Oh.
Yikes!
Oh,
Yikes!
like a boss! Like an absolute boss! Ah! Oh no!
Oh, that smells.
Oh! What was it covered in?
What? That's
I'm
good.
drunk.
You went back for seconds and made out with that onion.
My eyes are burning now.
I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning
with
for
you. Oh, I think I need to go wash my face quick.
All right,
My eyes
but
are burning me.
before he runs off,
Before Jorge runs off.
Before Jorge runs off, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Our video podcast is available on Facebook or YouTube. Our regular podcast is available on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and as well as Google Play Music. And our podcast host, Podbean, you can check that out, toodamnearlyshow.podbean.com, as well as their app on iOS and Android. And an inspirational for you guys. Just
my
because it
face.
looks like an onion, just because it smells like an onion, just because it talks like an onion, doesn't mean you need to kiss it like an onion.
Doesn't mean
Daily
it actually
Shade.
tastes like an onion either, you know what I mean? I'm not really crying because of the onion, I'm crying because I'm so happy I'm here with you guys.
Oh, heartfelt feelings to our listeners. To our listeners. To show beyond and Cape Cod.
Love you, man. Love you.
I love you too. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Fancy Shark Dicks.
And I am the most sophisticated shark dicks going.
I'm D-Max.
I'm Delia J, the onion face over here.
And you've been listening to the Too Damn Early Show. From us to you, we bid you good morning.
Good mid-morning.
Good mid-morning. Good night morning.
Good morning of all. The
We'll
best
catch you
morning
next
of all.
time, guys. Take care.